Hello and welcome to my channel. This is a fan art from Steven Universe, as you can probably already tell. It is of Lapis and Peridot standing next to each other behind the barn. They are barn mates, I guess. There aren't really any spoilers in this because this doesn't really actually happen. It's kind of just like a made-up thing that was inspired by the episode. And so for the background, I had a few rough pencil lines in there, but I pretty much winged it. I wanted to be really not detailed and kind of just there to get the point across. And so I did a fan art this week because I couldn't think of anything else to draw. I've been doing the May We Draw Daily challenge, which is where you draw every single day in May. And at first it was pretty fun, but now my brain is kind of dead from drawing so often, and I sucked out all of my ideas already. So all I could think of was to do a fan art. So, and of course it's of Steven Universe, because what else could I possibly be doing, right? Okay, so I finished the background. It's not too detailed, it's kind of just there. And then we have the two characters, which are Lapis and Peridot, standing next to each other. And one thing I found difficult with this is the second time I've painted Lapis now, and her character is just so blue. There's just too much blue going on, and it's hard to paint it because, I don't know, it's just hard because there's so much going on. And at least Peridot, for example, her hair isn't green, and she has very different shades of green going on in her outfit, but with Lapis they're pretty similar, and I find that really difficult and kind of weird and semi-annoying. But I still like her, of course, nothing against her, you know. And then if you can see, Peridot is kind of standing on paint cans. Originally, I did not intend to do that, so it took forever to figure out how to pose them together to make sure they're close enough so it doesn't look like Lapis's arm is stretching out too much. So I drew it, and then since it took so long to even get there, I didn't feel like fixing it. But then I realized I drew Lapis's legs way too long, so then Peridot was kind of just hanging around there. So I threw on some paint cans on her feet, and it turned out perfectly, you know, and it makes sense, it works. With any other characters, I would not have been able to do that, but with these, you know, I think I pulled it off pretty well. And so right now I am working in the Canson XL Mixed Media sketchbook, and this is the last page, so I am done with it, thank goodness, finally, because I hate this paper so much. It's okay for just regular pencil drawings, but if you just add more than 2 layers of watercolor, it looks gross and has this nasty texture to it. You can't see it now, but probably in the end you might be able to. But finally, I'm done with it, and I can move on to my next one. And so I'm continuing to do the whole painting thing. And while I was painting these guys, I didn't add much shade or textures to their clothes, but I added some shading to their skin. I don't know why, but I've been doing that lately, and I feel like it's okay. I can pull it off without shading the clothes. There are dogs barking outside, so I hope you can't hear it. I closed my window just for this. filling in those paint cans. I didn't know what colors to do as well, so I picked orange and purple, because why not? And then adding some final details with a white gel pen, and then doing some more black lines in Lapis's hair because it was kind of all meshing together. A little bit more detail in the hair. And then in a second, I'll kind of zoom in a little bit more, but you can see the textures, especially in the dark parts of both of their clothes, where it just looks really rough and grainy. Like, I swear that's not my camera, that's like actually how the paper looks like. It's not smooth or anything. Okay, well, I gotta go. So thank you so much for watching, and hope you stick around, and I'll have a new video next week.